Yo, guys, how's it going? How's it going? Guys, it's been a little while, but we are back with EU4. So, today, folks, I think it's about that time. I think it is. I think we're finally going to go at France. I think we've been postponing this off for long enough. You know, we have a 1,000 income. We have, hundreds of thousands of manpower. We have a very large and in charge army. Well, we don't have like a crazy amount of sailors just because I started building a whole mess of ships. If you guys take a look at this, look at all these areas I'm building ships in. We're massively increasing the size of our navy even further than we already have it, which is already far dwarfs the French Navy. Now, they do still have significantly more ground troops than we do, but with hiring mercenaries, I believe we'll be able to counteract that. So, look, basically at this point, it's time for us to start our preparation for that. So, a couple things we have to watch out for is so where their ships are. So the vast majority of their ships, as we can see, well, they're down here. This is the vast majority of their navy. So, yeah, we could potentially trap them down here. So I'm making a couple units over here. And these guys, three specifically, and these guys, when the war begins, they'll come across the border here and take over their holdings in South Africa. And I will have, of course, one of these army groups take out their holdings in the Grain Coast, right? So basically, from over here, they won't really have anywhere to go. The only other French holdings anywhere sort of in the Africa, Indian Ocean, Asia sphere would be over here. There's one little province here. I think that we could probably just get the Australians, our Australia colony, to deal with that for us. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have too much of an issue with that. So yeah, folks, that's where we're at on that front. Other than that, basically, what I'll have them do... Oh, we've got a rebel province here. Oh, they're already on their way. Basically, what I plan to do is blockade the hell out of, all of their coast. And one of the ways we're going to do that is call home all of our trade fleets. And we'll use them for just massive blockading operations. And we, of course, have a huge defensive line over here in Portugal itself with tons of guys waiting, take favorable fights with them over here. But another aspect is that we're hoping we can get a lot of these guys, a lot of the French army, to come down over here to Ceuta, right? And we'll cut off their retreat, then attack them from here. And if we win the battle, they will be stack wiped because they'll have nowhere to go, right? So... I think this is going to work out pretty well. I'm hoping. As for these areas here, they're not super defensible. They'll be able to take that. So I'm thinking that the first war I have with them, I will probably do a colonialism casus belli. Now, there's a couple things a couple specific aspects we could do with that. So with the colonialism casus belli, that includes all sorts of different areas they have outside of Europe, right? Which includes, for example, we could do Algoa Bay. We could make Algoa Bay the war goal, right? Which, if you look at that you could take that right off the bat at the start of the war. Okay. We could maybe have a province in Brazil be our war goal. Now, their Brazil colony has 60,000 men. Has a fleet of 40 ships. The other major colony over here The West Indies has 57,000 troops, which is significant, and 65 ships, again, significant. Now, the New Castile colony, completely surrounded by my much larger Mexico colony. I don't think that'll be too big an issue, and they don't really have a navy to speak of. So I think that, it's part of our mission tree to take Brazil, to control Brazil. I mean, obviously, Portugal, you're going to control Brazil. So I think that would make sense as a first goal. So we take over Brazil, help that aspect of our mission tree. If we can get them to also concede Mexico or concede the Caribbean, that would be tremendous. And so by the time our next conflict with France, they won't really have a huge presence in the New World, so we'll be able to focus all our attention on France itself. Now, it would be cool also potentially to take some of these outer areas they have, like over here in South Africa, or this little province here in the Grain Coast, potentially this province in Papua. All these things will serve to essentially deny them the ability to project their forces outside of Europe. So keep them concentrated over here where we could actually deal with them. So first things first, we've got to conclude this war here, bring that to an end. So that's what we're going to go ahead and get going while we have an immense amount of ships being built. So let's get that going. So I believe one of these groups is heading over. Yes. These guys are about to land in Barreto here. These guys will also be in Banjar rather. These guys will also land them in Banjar. They'll be arriving in just a second. I always forget I can click enter to dismiss these notifications. So we'll send these guys. Oh. We actually have to take. Okay, hold on. Let's do a thing here. Let's actually transport these guys over to Katapang so we can just bypass this fort here. I think that'll be better. Oh, lucrative agreements with that Thagisiu tribe. I can make an investment in their tribe. Local trade power. That's cool. But I think at this point, honestly, the diplomatic power is probably the most beneficial thing for us. So here's what we'll do. Let's actually do something a little bit different here. We can get these guys to both go to the sandpit. That's fine. Instead of doing a lengthy transport, we're just going to plop these guys down and relieve the siege here. In that case, we will be the defenders, in effect. Yeah, you see this here? I mean, I have just an insane income. We have treasure fleets coming everywhere. I mean, all the time from all these different colonies. We're getting all sorts of different treasure fleets. So, yeah, we're gonna definitely hoard some cash here, make it a war chest. So we have a large amount of. One second. What's she showing you guys? Let's see. Oh yeah. She's playing Roblox and she's in a Roblox dance party, Roblox club, clubbing in Roblox. It's kind of a funny concept to me. Super funny concept. So these guys on the transport fleet as well. And yeah, we'll pop them both down, basically simultaneously relieving the siege here. Boom and boom. So they'll both basically dock simultaneously. Boom, just like that. They don't even know what hit them. Boom. Pretty lopsided battle right there. And from there, can we move this army to Katapang? Why can't we move them? Oh, it's blocked by a fort? Oh, it's blocked by this fort, I guess. That's okay. We'll just blockade this. It's totally fine. Yeah, they occupied all this relatively new territory we took in Borneo. Basically, I mean, shoot, we win this. We'll have almost all of Borneo under our control, which is pretty crazy. So, okay, so they're doing their thing. Let's also make sure to blockade this fort. Make the progression of the siege go a little faster because, again, guys, we want this to be over with ASAP. Meanwhile, as you can see, we have a lot of our ships are now fully constructed. Ooh, magistrates resign. Ooh. Yeah, we're getting some overextension negative events. That is for sure, man. So let's make sure coring up everything that adds to our overextension. Now, these ones that have zero overextension, I don't really care too much about coring them up. Probably will at some point, but I mean, if it's just not the priority if it's not adding to overextension. It simply is not. And let me see something real quick, guys. I believe stream is public, I believe. Let me make sure for certain. Yes. Yes, we are. Cool. Cool. Yeah, so let's start bringing a lot of these ships into our port here. Oh yeah, one thing I noticed a bit ago is we have these particularist rebels going around everywhere. Might have to deal with them. Oh yeah, and I kind of sent this ship to look around the Francis coast here for their navies, but well, actually their fleets were over here in South Africa, but it looks like they did move them to where I'm not exactly sure. We're definitely going to have to be very aware of where the enemy has their fleets at. Although France's fleet's very much so weaker than ours, we do still need to know exactly where it is in order to best counter it. And so one of the things I'm planning to do is finding out where their ships are, and we can either one of two things. We can either destroy them or just lock them in port. And with relatively smaller vessels and relatively smaller groups, we can go ahead and blockade all these different areas, which does a couple things. It adds to our war score, of course, but it also adds to the enemy's devastation in their provinces, denies them trade income, and just generally gives them not a good time. Will weaken them quite a bit. So that's something that's pretty important to us. Ottomans have sowed discontent. Kutai, good. All right, let's... Can we not get up to their capital here? Come on now. All right, then. That's okay. We will transport you guys over there. How about that? Let's ideally do that pretty quick before these guys make their way over. We don't want to have our 23,000 army up against this 40,000 army. That's going to be a little bit more than we can handle. Wow, everlasting victory. Whoo! Sicily, 2 Sicilies. Oh, they took Rome, and guess what they did? They immediately gave it back to the Papal State. That's funny. Oh, they got Sicilian Croatia. Okay. All right. Oh, it looks like my... Oh, I got some wine here, guys. So, with France, one of the things we're going to do as well, we're going to call in... The Commonwealth. I'd like to call in 2 Sicilies as well, but apparently they're fighting a war on the same side as them. Whoa. Whoa. They're at war. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ottomans, man. Did the Knights in France... Ooh, we're gonna have to fight another war with the Mamluks eventually here. Take at least this province of Al Jaf to prevent Ottoman expansion into Arabia here. Yeah. At least they can't get like anywhere to Egypt. That's not an option for them. They're blocked by us here, but ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. Okay, so Ottomans are against Cyprus, 2 Sicilies. So okay, yeah, so they're at war directly with Cyprus. My question is, how exactly did 2 Sicilies get involved in that? Because they're allied with the Knights in France. So that stands to reason why France is involved in that. That also explains potentially why they're at war with the Mamluks a minute ago. I couldn't explain to you why exactly 2 Sicilies is in there. Are they like Defender of the Faith or something? They might be Defender of the Faith. That might be why they got involved into it. Okay. Well, fortunately, yeah, so that would prevent 2 Sicilies from getting into the war on our side, which is, I mean, that does make a difference. They're 173,000, but, you know, man, France, look at what they're fighting right now. You know, them up against the Ottomans, man. Jeez, man, they better be careful. Well, and look at them; they're basically out of manpower. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So, yeah, we're gonna let them weaken themselves up against the Ottomans because I mean, look, like these are not, you know, 2 powers who are too far in power from one another. They're also at war in Germany, of course, as usual. They're at war with Britain. You know, I mean, their colonial nations are practically exhausting themselves, I'm pretty sure. What are these guys moving to Panama? Yeah, we're going to have to send someone to deal with these particularists. Yeah, so I mean, they might be weakening themselves pretty significantly, although it doesn't look like they're actually having to do that much. But still, that will make a difference. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, France, they're fighting 3 or 4 front war right now. So we're going to be preparing. We're going to strengthen while they can weaken. Ooh. Kalimantan. Where's that again? Army professionalism. Yeah, man. We're going to lose army professionalism from hiring mercenaries anyway, so it's whatever. Yeah, I guess the only bad thing really going on around here is the fact that we're going to soon have even more overextension than before. So that could be an issue, no doubt about it. You guys, go ahead and start drilling. Ooh, we got a free colonist. Send you here. How about that? You couple ships, head on this way. Shamba, another finished colony. We're actually going to send you over here. How about that? Limpopo. Yeah, so one thing we can do, we can ask the burghers for contributions if we want, but that will make them actually disloyal, so I don't think we're going to go ahead and do that. Ooh, we have this good old event. Love this one. Free stability. Bring us up to 3, which is where we want to be. Beautiful. So let's see if we can quickly take these couple forts and end this stupid little war here. Nice. I would like to peace out with Sunda, if you please. We can take a few provinces here and there. Now, I like to, of course, link everything by land. What are the trade goods, these 3? Well, we could just go for the really valuable provinces. Could focus more on... Well, I want to focus more than anything else on the Malacca trade node, because we're going to make more money that way. So I think these 2 provinces are perfect. And of course, ask for some money from the rest of these. Cool. Well, that ends that. Of course, let's core these up. And momentarily, of course, we're going to finish this siege as well. And then we could be at peace for a little bit. That'll be actually kind of nice. to actually be at peace for once, so you can get some things organized and really prepare for this France war. Because, you know, a lot of people would be coming through for these streams and be like, oh, man, you know, you're a million parts in, and, you know, I'll be here in 20 years once we're 40 and you actually finish, you know, this series, or when you were 40 and you actually start, you know, attacking France, you know, in years from now, another 30 parts from now. But no, guys, we're actually preparing to do this very, very soon. It's time. It is time. So, Brunei, we got a guy here. Hold on, let us take you over here. Yeah. Cancel autonomous rebel suppression. Let's piece Brunei out of this, and we'll see if we can we full annex them? We cannot. I'll get them out of the Malacca node. Or I guess it'd be kind of cool to fully take Palawan so we control the entirety of the Philippines. But that's fine. Brunei can exist as a little kingdom on Palawan. That's okay. Those are 2 very valuable, very, very valuable provinces. They're high development, right? And they are more spice provinces, guys. And the spice provinces are crucial. They generate a bunch of money. Their price is remaining high. And, we want to keep that price high by maintaining a monopoly on spices so that the decline of the spice trade event never fires off. I think we honestly already have enough for that, but what's a little more, right, guys? So also, guys, well, we're going to end this real quick. One thing I had been kind of considering is the idea of moving my capital to Tangier. Why, you might ask? Well, this is not a particularly well-developed province. We could even change it to Portuguese if we wanted to. But, Lisbon's been developed to high heaven. It's 100 admin tech to develop it out, right? So this one's only 24. So from consolidating development and looting enemy capitals, we can get way more development in Tangier than would be able to stack up more in Lisbon. That's why I'm suggesting, hey, let's just freaking... come on, guys. Let's just freaking switch the capital. We can dev it up. It's still in the same trade node, Why the heck not? So I think I will do that, and then I think I will consolidate development in a couple of these. So first off, throughout the Brunei province, I will consolidate development here. So first off, I will cancel the core process in these, okay? Right? So they refund the admin power. Also here in Sabah as well, okay? Now we will have these guys arrive, or the diplomat arrives, so we can get peace with these guys, and of course give them a nice hearty full annexation. Which our diplomat will be back soon. Well, 35 days. Ooh, in the meantime... Well, hey, hold the phone. Before we get another admin power, or before we get another admin tech up, let us spend the admin power we need to spend, because I realized that the only reason I'm able to do that is because I just refunded the cost of coring all of these, which hadn't made any progress because they were occupied for this entire time. So there we go. Lanfang has been wiped off the map, guys. Wiped off the map. So look at this. All these different things we can do now. Now, I think we can move our capital. We cannot. There are rebels around in the country. Shoot. See, I don't want to... Look at this. Look at this. I concentrate development here. It's 21 development taken from the state, right? And translates into 333 in our capital. 9. 21 development traded for 9. Terrible, terrible, terrible deal. And what about in Kalimantan? Yeah, 13 development for 4. Not a good trade, guys. Not a good trade. So, yeah, I guess I'll get that. Remind me what starting golden era does. I could consider doing this. Start our golden era. That could be pretty cool. Would help for a fight with France, that's for sure. Oh yeah, let's definitely upgrade our good old centers of trade. I think I can upgrade this one, no? Or is this already level 3? No, it's level 2. Well, why can't I upgrade it? I can only upgrade an estate or a trade company. Oh, yeah, because hasn't been converted yet. That's why. Okay. Mombasa has been converted. We could put that in a trade company, upgrade them. That's something. And speaking of which, we've got, and now that I see that, we have 2 of these guys. So, okay, guys. I mean, I guess we can go take out the rebels we have going on over here. So where do we have rebels? Over here. Okay. We have rebels over in, or we have these particularist rebels going around the Americas. Take them out real quick with a ship here. Where else do we have rebels? Ah. Okay, so these are not in my actual country. Those are in Australia. And we have at Jahan, separatists. These dudes. All right. Well, how about we bring these guys over? No, that's going to be way slower than if you just got on the ship there, buddy. So yeah, let's go ahead and take these rebels out stat, so we can go ahead and move our capital. Meantime, guys, I think it is time. I think that we'd better move basically our entire fleet, basically all of our ships. That means everybody. Everyone protecting trade, calling the entire fleet back to Portugal. Blessed ruler gives us morale of armies. We're going to make sure we do that. Have that active. You're going back. Yeah, let's take out all these rebels. Got this fleet that has 11, a room for 11 guys, or 11,000 guys. That should probably be enough for the rebels, which are 11,000 rebels. Where are these guys trying to go? They're trying to go to Havana, so let's go to Havana, and we'll meet them there. Sound good? Tariffs on coffee, sure. These guys are going over there to take out the Seuss rebels. So we got to make sure anywhere we're not actively planning on doing a consolidate development, we better just in a sec here core up. But I think we're only planning on doing consolidate development in these areas. But it's a huge amount of overextension we have right now, an absolutely massive amount. We will go ahead and convert this province. That's one we'll go for. And hey, guys, by the way, I thank you all for joining tonight. I appreciate the heck out of it, man. Oh, reach 100% strength as any type of hegemon. 100% strength. What? Wait. 100% strength. What does that mean exactly? Also, where is the hegemony? Oh, yeah. Wow. Okay, so we have 100% strength as economic hegemon. Just double mercenary manpower. Hey, man, that's going to come in handy. Development cost decrease. 25 plus 25% goods produced is crazy. Mercenary discipline plus 10%. Wow. Minimum autonomy in territories? Holy. Dude, minus 20 minimum autonomy in territories? And plus 20% governing capacity? So this is a territory, so what autonomy we have? 60% autonomy in territories is crazy, dude. That's insane. That's actually nuts. Oh my God. Dude, we're overpowered. We're busted. We're broken. Dude. Killing it out here. Oh my God. Man, look at all these ships that have just been built. Look at, it's nuts how many of them there are. Yeah, and we're just going to take all of them. Bring them all over. Oh, and so here is the French Navy. Here they are. And that's basically their entire Navy pretty much. That's 122 ships. They have, 214, which is increased. So they are increasing the size of their Navy. That is for sure. But keep in mind, we just alone have 175 heavy ships, with more in production, which better put out a few more. Of course, our unique type of ship, of course, we want to make sure all of them are maxed out. Yeah, so where are we at with those rebels? Unhappiness amongst the clergy. Yeah, we'll agree, sure. I don't really have too much of a problem in general, like sacrificing prestige for various things, because when you're converting, when you're at war a lot, prestige, you gain a lot of prestige that way, So we'll live. I promise you that. I think we could probably take this rebel group out here. Let's wait for this month to end so we get it back up to full strength. Now that's only 11, but I think that will be enough. I think that'll be enough. Did I see that we had another group of rebels rise up somewhere? Yes, Brunei. Or hold on. Let's we'll just promote a new leader, Manuel de Lemos, because we're one below our leader limit. By the way, guys, if you don't see, if you didn't notice this before, I am building a spy network in France. Now that's going to definitely come in handy when this war with them starts. Oh, and another uprising over here. My goodness. We've won. Okay. So we will send this guy around to liberate these different provinces that they have. And then, so that should be all of our rebels once we have these guys taken out and that little province taken back. Let's go around sweeping for more ships, wherever they may be. Send them back home. I think these guys are on their way. Well, and you know what? We'll go down the list of our fleets here, attack to where they're at. Okay, so we have one group over in the Americas. Oh yeah, that's this one. Okay. we will actually, I think, stack some soldiers here in Brazil for us to do a little ground campaign against them there. But, oh my God. Ottomans occupying part of Spain here? Uh-oh. Oh, what? We have Sundanese rebels now? Holy. And Makassar, I think that's a good one to convert. What else do we have going on here? Oh, so there's particular still occupied. Oh, St. Thomas. ¿Cuántos? Oh, Yoshi. She's dancing with Yoshi in the in the Roblox club. So yeah, instead of sending these guys down to Brazil, there is the St. Thomas here. So that's also rebellious here. Got to make sure we always have a beautiful advisor. And we'll make sure we promote him all the way up to 5. Now, you know, when you have money to promote your advisors, you want to make sure you're promoting them from an accepted culture, because if you're not going to be able to upgrade them past 3 or past level 3 to give you 3 of each power at any given time. So it's not going to work, guys. We need the most out of our advisors. We need 5 monarch power of each type from our advisors. Absolutely. All right, guys, let's deploy. Let's take all of you guys over here. Thank you. Who are we missing? You guys, come over here. You guys as well. Let's bring these guys. We'll take them over to Brazil because we want to have a decent-sized army over there. Because we're going to, of course, as I mentioned to you guys, we're going to do a ground campaign against French Brazil. So I think I'm leaning towards the idea of making my casus belli in French Brazil, and so we'll just have them fully give over all of Brazil to us in this first war we fight. We fight with them. At least Brazil. I might also, you know, add in a few little provinces that we have permanent claims on here and there, but I'm not going to make that the objective, the main objective for the first war. Now you might say, "Oh, Miles, you're periphery pecking, dude. You should go for the big kahuna at once." Well, look, you know, if we have basically all of the Americas pretty much locked down, I'm not going to have to distract any forces in the Americas to fight the French. It's just going to be a situation where forces from the Americas are going to be coming into Europe or whatever other locations to help me out. Whoa. Whoa. Ottoman bros, I don't feel too good. I don't feel so good, Ottoman bros. Oh, no. Oh, man. Well, geez, dude. Yeah, ouch. Well, their army's still intact. Their army's still totally intact. What's going on, man? Yeah, I like how these French armies are deployed all the way out here, taking attrition, man. That's beautiful. That's exactly what we want to see. We want them to just be trading and trading and trading. We want their total army count to be gone. We want their manpower reserves to stay at 0. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, so ooh. Hate that widespread opposition event. All right, guys, is this all for the rebels? Like, I hope this is all for the rebels. I think it is. So can we move our capital? And you know what? Our capital should be Portuguese. Our capital, it's got to be Portuguese. Come on. So we're just gonna we're gonna make that Portuguese. Click here to move the capital of our province. Cost 675 admin power. Why? Oh, it says 35 less development than the target. That's why it's going to... Guys, forget it. Forget that, dude. I'm not burning 600 and... Okay, never mind. I should have checked that like before. Before I started this whole idea. You know, just basically killed some time like that we could have been using to core up all these problems. Forget that, dude. Forget that, man. Wow. Okay, it was a nice idea. It really was a nice idea, but yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not. Yeah, there's no way in hell that I am burning all that admin power. No. Oh yeah, so we have a early Karak in this. Well, I guess those are ones I'm thinking those are ones I like captured from some of these guys. Like, why are some of our heavy ships so old in this one? Well, whatever the case may be, let's send some of these guys over here to pick some of these dudes up. Send you guys over here. All right, well, so let's go ahead and organize, by the way, our fleets we have in this area. See what we're dealing with here. So I think at first we can honestly just combine them all into one probably, and then divvy it up from there. Oh, okay, so this is just 50. This is just 50 stinking transport ships right here. So what do we got? We combine all of these two. What do we got? Okay, let's split this in two. Okay. Take our transport ships, take half, combine with this new one. So now we're basically going to create two new fleets with transportation abilities. So we can, begin to transport guys into the positions we want them to be in. You guys want to keep them drilling. So I want to have at least like about 100,000 sitting here waiting. I want at least like 200,000 over here. I would like, yeah, around 60,000 here in Brazil. And that should probably do it. I might just ignore the Castilian West Indies, to be honest with you. We're gonna bring these guys up over here as well. Oh, so you guys, we're gonna have you guys go around scouting for where the French fleet is. That's gonna be pretty important. So we've got these guys ready to attack over here. Okay. Oh, and here's a couple ships here as well. More galleon. We can just have one guy right here ready to take this Grain Coast and bring the rest of these guys over here. Okay. And then, yeah, you guys as well can go over here. And that'll do it for guys deployed to the Americas, I think. I want to leave at least some troops over here in Asia, just in case there's any other revolts. We're going to bring you guys over here. Did I just see these guys trying to walk it? Okay. I don't think that's what they were doing, but all right. And yeah, as you can see, our income's kind of gone down a bit here because, just the fact that we've just been deploying, I mean, so many guys have been deploying basically all of our trade ships that are normally protecting all our trade, right? We're having them just all come over here and stop what they're doing. Oh, what is this? A revolt. I'll stop you guys. Ooh, beautiful to see. The French fleet just getting felted out here, dude. Still increasing, and their army's increased in size, actually. What is this? Is this Australia going to war with the New Zealanders? That's kind of cool. Sure, go ahead. I encourage the idea. Oh, by the way, one thing we haven't been doing this game is seizing much land. Let's do it. Let's seize some land. Did that result in an uprising? It did not. Cool. Now we have over 60% crown land, giving us better bonuses. Love to see it. Love to see it. What about this fleet? That's already in Europe. That's already in Europe, and Europe, and Europe. You guys, get on over. You guys. Or, I suppose it might be cool to have a little fleet over here in guarding the West Indies here, and we could set them to just like hunting enemy fleets. That might make sense, right? Which would allow then the fleets of our colonies then to potentially attack and land in the Caribbean. That would make a lot of sense to do, actually. I think it would make sense. So yeah, we you know what? Yeah, so we will get a fleet together over here. Yeah, with frigates and also some heavies, and we will go ahead and have them. You guys located. We'll go ahead and have them hunt for enemy fleets in the Caribbean. So I think we'll take. Let's go with I'll send 10 heavies over there. I think that'll probably do the trick. Along with just a bunch of frigates. And yeah, let's get you guys over here. What is this? What is this we have here? Oh, that's one of those supply depots, isn't it? Apparently we have a supply depot there. Okay. Royal marriage with Ferrera. They want to royal marry us. What would be the advantage of that? Austria, Boulogne, and the two Sicilies? I mean, I'm in the market potentially for some more allies, but I don't really see the point. Westphalia, England, Oxford, and Verdun. Maybe Westphalia could be a good ally. France has been beating up on them. Their rivals, Bohemia, Venice, and Scandinavia. If they'd be interested, I could do an alliance. No, we're rival to their ally. No, we're not going to go ahead and intervene in this. We're actually hoping that the French just kind of wear themselves down a little bit more. Scandinavia could be a cool ally. Who are they allied to? The Commonwealth? I'm allied to them as well. And allied to English Louisiana. Oh yeah, are they fighting like an independence war or something? I think they are, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, but they're in that war with France, so that wouldn't really... It wouldn't help me. Well, who's France rival to? Well, Ottomans, Commonwealth, and me. So who here could possibly help me against France? Augsburg? That would also sort of block their expansion a little bit. We'd still have room for another vassal. We'd have 5, and I do plan on annexing Jerusalem at some point here. Which, speaking of which, since I'm at peace, we can actually finally hand over Karak to them. Let's go ahead and do that. Jerusalem. Let's use land. Grant Province. Yep. Yep. Boom. Cool. There we go. This reducing my overextension ever so slightly. Still, it's incredible. Incredibly high. You also need to start moving more troops into here. So, where are some of the rest of these fleets? No, it's just random at this point. Random ships scattered across the world here that we have to bring in. And I want to consolidate these just so that we don't see like a whole bunch of like the individual ships everywhere on this list, so that when we click through the list, we're going to actually get to ones that are scattered around. Okay, yeah, you guys are over here. About this one. Yep. So everyone should be moving or part of a larger group, but you guys. Okay, yeah, it's that merchant man. Okay. Can we combine you with a larger transport fleet? Yeah, let's combine you with this one. Oh, okay. More rebels in Asia. Kliwa as well, apparently. Oh yeah, so we're actually there's actually a lot of rebels coming up pretty soon here. We should definitely actually probably take a look in the rebel map mode, because we're gonna have most of our, like, pretty much our entire army basically in Europe, more or less, or in the Americas. So we need to make sure there's not going to be crazy rebellions everywhere. Let's see. Okay, let's see where our armies are all at. Oh. Yeah, so we have these guys here. These guys here. You guys here. Okay, these guys I don't think I need in Africa here. We'll move these guys up over here. Or no, you know what? Better still, we'll bring these guys to the Americas, and then we'll call it there. tax from Akayonu. I will do that. Sure, I'll give you ducats for favors. Commonwealth. What do I have for favors with these guys? The favors. Oh yeah. Ask to prepare for war. Yeah, guys. You guys are gonna have to prepare for war. Because we are going up against France, and you guys are gonna be part of it. Sorry. And I'm hoping they take a lot of the brunt of the French attack. I'm hoping. Okay. All right, you guys get over here. Let's consolidate all these fleets here into one Death Stack fleet. While we're waiting, and why wouldn't we be drilling, right? Yemen separatists? Do we have anyone anywhere near here to deal with that? Of course we don't. And see, that's going to be a little bit of an issue, you know, as we sort of get guys deployed everywhere. You know, it's going to become a bit of an issue. We'll have, you know, rebellion in some far-flung area, and it's going to be a little bit difficult. Oh, Ethiopia, huh? Well, in that case, they can maybe take out my rebels for me, I guess. Crusade against Adal? Sure, we'll join. Which I really want to claim the throne and get Ethiopia as an ally here, or sorry, as a personal union. Can we go through the land? Oh yeah, we can just now walk through here, take out those rebels. I don't think we're really going to do anything really to help them with that. Futa Jalan separatists. Oh, that's amazing. Just as soon as we move these guys out of here. Now what do we have? Futa Jalan separatists. So that's okay. We'll send them back. Are you kidding me, dude? Jeez. The Sicilian conquest of Ibiza. Okay. Well, now, would that mean... In theory, 2 Sicilies would join? No, they wouldn't. That sucks. Whoa, dude, whoa. Cyprus now is holding... oh, what the heck? Inside of the actual Ottoman Empire itself. And man, the Ottomans, huge hit to them. Jeez, dude. Jeez, man. Okay. Well, let's keep going with our naval preparations, folks. And oh yeah, one thing I wanted to do was turn on the rebels map mode or unrest map mode. See where we're looking at some unrest. Separatists. 4. Dongan separatists. This is Congolese separatists. Wouldn't hurt us that much just to little types. Rest just to deal with some of that. That's not bad. That's a lot of unrest. That's some unrest. That's some unrest. Flip off, flip back on. Where else are we looking at some unrest? Oh, here. Okay. Yeah, Pate, sure. We can raise autonomy. Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem raising autonomy because it goes down over time, And well, normally I like to just deal with the rebels, but if it's a situation where like this one where, we're not gonna have a lot of guys that are all just, ready, whatever time to deal with them. Okay, these guys I'm not gonna be able to deal with. Yeah, so we've got some serious rebels going on here potentially. Oh, and by the way, we can put this inside our Portuguese Ormuz company. Cool. Bam. Unfortunately, I can't raise autonomy my way out of that. Demo candy. And what's also good about raising autonomy sometimes, it makes it so, they're makes it so okay that they might not have a rebellion anytime soon in time to prevent separatism from going away, right? Because it lasts about like 10 years. The separatism, for example, I believe this has so it has +8 unrest because of separatism, which goes away after time. Doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to get separatist rebels in there, but it just means that once the timer goes out, once it's once it's part of your country for I believe 10 years, or maybe 20 or something like that, it gets that extra unrest. So if you raise autonomy, even though the autonomy change decrease of the unrest, like when you when you lower raise autonomy, it decreases unrest by 10, even though it's eventually going to go back up, like that modifier is going to go away. There's a good chance, and enough time goes by, that you're going to get rid of the general separatism in that province before they have a revolt. Now, if they have a revolt and they take the province, the separatism timer gets an extra 10 years added to it, right? So it's often a pretty good thing to prevent revolts from happening, even if it's something you can fully deal with and handle, because that the reality is that you're going to. Ooh, they just took. Shit, you're going to have a situation where they are going to take the province. You're going to retake it, but, their separatism there is going to be restored. So, and you're going to be dealing with that higher unrest for a much longer amount of time. So it's food for thought. It's food for thought, folks. So let's consolidate this. Okay, so I need more guys deployed in Europe, man. And in the Americas, this isn't enough. Yeah, man, it shows really how spread thin our country's really been, to be honest with you. Okay, these guys are on their way. These guys are hanging out here in the Philippines, but as we've been able to see, there's not going to be any more revolutions or revolts anytime soon in the Philippines. Well, except actually for maybe down here in Mindanao. We weren't able to get rid of this unrest entirely, but let's just raise this autonomy so that it's going to take a very long time for those rebels to pop up. And the rest of our armies, I wanted to have one here, but actually let's check once again. Yeah, no, there's not going to be anything happening here for quite a while. So let's get these guys over to Morocco and Europe. Let's get them over to our region here. So yeah, they're going to be on their way. These guys are already there. These guys are in the Americas. These guys are already over here. So that's all. And so as you guys can see, we're going to need a ton of mercenaries in order to win this. Why is it that I can't enter this province? That's interesting. Okay. All right, guys. Yeah, take out these separatists and then go back to Brazil. There's going to be enough guys in Brazil to be able to win that. And of course, immediately after, we could bring them back to Europe to help out over here. So, oh yeah, okay. So, now look. This fleet's huge. Okay. So, you guys hunt enemy fleets in... Oh, actually, hold on. You guys protect trade in the English Channel. So, or no, we can't even have them do that. I'm just trying to find a way to like get them to, just automatically patrol around this area. But I think there's actually a patrol feature now. I guess not. Or yeah, start patrolling. Oh yeah, okay. So we can basically get them to patrol. Okay. So bring him here. Okay. Now we're gonna have him start patrolling. First, right-click on a destination at least. Okay. So we're gonna have him patrolling this area and just try to spot for where France has their freaking ships. Well, they're not here. So where the heck are they? Where are the French ships? I think we just had another revolt somewhere. Are we really about to have Tondo rebels in Pangasinan? Is there nothing we can do to prevent that? We raise autonomy. That's funny. Okay. Okay, it actually takes a little bit longer than 10 or 20 years. So I didn't realize this actually. I'm looking at this here now, and I'm realizing separatism actually decays gradually by 0.5 yearly. Okay. I didn't realize that. I thought it was like an all or nothing thing. I was wrong. Is there anything we can do right now for their unrest? Dev the province's unrest go down? Let's see. Let's dev it once. No, didn't change a thing. Might as well dev it up twice more so we can get a level 2 center trade there. Why not? Well, you know what? No mames. That's funny. Well, that's wild. Corruption's growing, even though I'm like literally spending the most I could possibly spend on it. I'm going to go ahead and reduce inflation here once and twice. It's an important thing to keep down. Navies. Okay, so these guys are all here. That's so we got 36 ships. I want actually more than that. You know what? I think this group alone is probably, yeah, that's 60,000. So I think that's going to be enough to take on Brazil here, because I mean that I'd have basically the same size army as they do, and that's even just disregarding the fact that like we have our Portuguese Brazil here, right? We have Portuguese Rio de Prata and Portuguese Peru, which are, I imagine, are going to be helping out, right? So I want a few more ships over here. Why don't we bring another, like 18 frigates, okay? And how about we bring another 10 heavy ships over there? And that should be enough to deal with. Yeah, 11's fine. Enough to deal with the French West Indies, or Castilian West Indies, actually, fleet. Shouldn't be an issue. Okay. The rest of these guys we can kind of consolidate. Yeah, in the meantime, I don't know where the dang French fleet is. I actually have no clue. Conflicts of foreign country. That's funny. Nam split off in Vietnam. They become a power in their own right. Although they're getting marked by Thai right now, and they got a disaster going. I don't think they have too great a future. Yeah, where is their fleet, man? Is it here in the south of France? I don't think it is. Well, if you guys check it out, I guess. Yeah, so we'll bring these guys up over here. Yeah, man, I don't know where their fleet went. Where are you guys? France. Where could it even be? Bermuda or something? Oh! 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 So we have France at peace with an independent Illinois. Oh my goodness. We've got an independent Illinois, ladies and gentlemen. An independent Illinois. Allied with, of course, France. So now, if I were to go to war with France, they would be calling in Illinois now, wouldn't they? Too funny. Dude, Sicily still didn't want to join. Bastards. Well, if they weren't fighting another war, that would take 30 off it. Still not enough for them to accept. Ah, man. Man. That's funny. This independent Illinois would now be with, wow. King Charles Anderson, King of Illinois. Where's their capital? Well, yeah, where's the capital of Illinois, folks? The capital of Illinois is in Detroit. That's so funny, actually. That's super funny. Okay. Well. I think we had better bring an army over here. I think yeah. Yeah, I think we better get an army up there ready to fight Illinois because they're going to come down and attack a bunch of our guys. Oh, that's funny. I actually didn't even send these guys to occupy this area. I sent them into Thais. Okay. Yeah, I'll take out these little stupid rebels over here. Wild, man. Wild. Yeah, so we're... What is this? Oh my goodness. I forgot about this whole war going on, and oh man, I just lost actually quite a few ships there. Jeez. Okay, it's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Do not fear, folks. Do not fear. Yeah, we lost like a bunch of transports is what happened. Oh yeah, and one of the reasons I wanted to have a lot of transports around is just due to the fact that we lost like 25 transports. Oh my god. It's just due to the fact that like I would like to actually be able to transport guys. Like if I want to do like a naval invasion up here past like these forts, like Fort Navarro or the fort in Giron and Roussillon, bypass this area and land in France itself, I can do that. Oh, I actually didn't even realize I have this huge particularist revolt going on here. Wow, okay. Yeah, so how many transports do I have right now? So, okay, I have like at least 100, so we have everyone here should have enough. Oh god. Okay, yeah, actually this transport fleet, we're gonna have to send you guys over to Asia. Number one, got some rebels to take out. Number two, I want to get at least one of these armies over here. See, I meant peasants, revolts. I don't mess with that stuff. I don't mess with that at all. Of course, we have the stupid Khorasan rebellion. I think I can just have these guys walk over there and take them out. Still no stupid French fleets even detected, man. And they're not even at war anymore. So you'd think they'd bring them back, like, back home. They're not here either. Hey, nice one. Australia? Nice one, guys. You've completed this little siege here. Beautiful. I think you guys can walk over here. What is this? Military access to the Netherlands. Okay. Hello, Netherlands. That was... settle issue, that's fine. Netherlands. Who are you guys out of? Scotland? Dude, what would be so funny is to get the Netherlands as a vassal. That would be hilarious. And feed them all this area. In theory, would they become a vassal? They have a hostile attitude to me. Distance between borders, and they're united provinces. I probably never would. Stadtholder Dirk von Orange. Man. Okay. Oh. I didn't realize. Oh, dude, I actually didn't realize these guys were already, like, all on their way over here. Oh, dude, so that's where all my freaking transport fleets went. They're all of them, every single one of them, on their way over to Asia. Like, dude. Oh, this is a fleet that only has 6 transports. Guys, get the heck back over here. Man, this is taking longer than it should just because I'm so disorganized, honestly. All right, yeah, you guys go over here. Take out these stupid rebels, and we'll be on our way. But you know what, though? Given that one of these groups actually had a significant amount of them, we will, of these transports, we'll actually send them over here. Oh, man, Anam got obliterated. Wow. But it's okay. As this is going on, we're building up a war chest, so it's not bad. Okay. Oh, and by the way, guys, if you hadn't figured this out, my plan was to just let the stupid French deal with these particularist rebels. Like, so we got the double Sicilian, double Balearic Islands. All right. All right. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. There's a lot of moving parts to this, guys. We're going to, yeah, definitely get an army over here so we can take Illinois out. And then then once we defeat these guys, we're just going to just basically start. No admirals. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, basically, here's the plan. Take out Castilian, Brazil, and Illinois with our armies in the New World. Meanwhile, basically tanking down the French here. And basically just essentially farm war score through holding these areas. Obviously, peace out Illinois, and they're gonna give a bunch of America's provinces to my guys. Yeah, and hopefully we can get a peace with deal with France. Have them give Brazil over to us. Maybe concede the Caribbean would be cool. Maybe a few provinces in Iberia, but not too many. And basically just prepare for the next war, which we're gonna declare on them as basically as soon as pretty much. I mean, basically just as soon as the original peace deal with them ends. You know? And may as well, while we're at it, improve some relations with some of these Europeans. But yeah, that's going to be basically the modus operandi. So yeah, this is going to be enough troops over here to accomplish that with. I'm pretty confident of that. Whoa, dude. Rebel explosion out here. We did want to get these guys over to a combat zone, but we are dealing with just a credible outbreak of rebels all throughout Indonesia. What else is new? here. You guys, we're gonna turn these guys on rebel suppression real quick. Crap. That's actually fine. Say it. Mm-hmm. Machu Picchu. Sure, we can upgrade that. Build another great project. Wow. Okay. We could start building the canals. That's crazy. So we now could start building the canals. I'm actually gonna hold off on this because we are saving up for that war with France, and we're gonna hire basically all the mercenary companies you can even think of. We have another merchant. We'll have him connect over here. Connect our Siberian trade in the Far East here with the rest of our node going, or with the rest of our trade empire trade routes going all the way over past Africa, all the way to Seville. We do have room now for another idea group. Do defensive ideas. It's not too bad. Aristocratic ideas. Focus a lot on cavalry, which I don't really tend to use that much of. Mercenary ideas. That would work really well, just specifically only for this war, France. Court ideas. Diplomatic reputation. State's loyalty of equilibrium. You know, I don't know what other diplomatic idea I would want to take. I mean, we could do economic. But I mean, we just have so much money already. Why? Innovative, but that's kind of late. I feel like it doesn't make that much sense so late in the game. Infrastructure. Guess that's cool. Oh, humanist could be great. I mean, we have such, like a diverse empire, right? And like, for example, what's our religious unity, for instance, sitting at? Oh, 83%. Yeah, I mean, so that could be good. It's national arrest -2. Separatism, tolerance. Their privilations, just unity. I think that humanist ideas might make sense. I mean, if not, well, let's see. It's administrative. Core creation cost is huge. I really don't know. A maritime trade range. Navy's tradition of protecting trade. National sailors. Whoa. No force limit. Trade ship power propagation. Ship costs. Naval engagement modifier. Admiral cost. I heard maritime ideas is supposedly pretty crummy, but that doesn't, like, for my situation, that doesn't look too bad. I suppose espionage couldn't be too bad. You know what? Let me see. Let me see what they recommend for late game Portugal, because I'm a little bit stumped, to be honest with you. EU4. What is a good late game idea group? Game 1676 for reference. Game idea group for Portugal. Top late game picks. Trade. I have it. Economic. Well, reduces inflation. That's pretty huge. That's pretty huge. Quality. I have that. Offensive. I have that. Humanist. Yeah. Administrative also makes sense. Let's see. I do, though, have still plenty of governing capacity left. And that's like, I don't even think I've really invested that much into courthouses either. And I don't think I built any town halls at all. Yeah, and for actual courthouse itself, I mean, there's still plenty of them to make. I'm going to go for humanist. Yeah, cut down on rebels. You know? Yeah. Humanist. That's what we're doing. Multicultural empire. So, yeah, that's going to be key. Okay. Cool. We made that decision. Ooh. My beautiful power projection has decreased. Where is that other fleet that was supposedly coming in? Well. We'll send these guys with this fleet over to Sumatra to deal with them. Meanwhile, while this is going on over here, let us start, like, since I don't know where France's fleet is, I couldn't tell you, but that's okay. What we're going to do here, split this. And we're going to have one group be strong controller of the Straits of Gibraltar here. Okay. And we're going to get some admirals. That's for sure. We'll probably have one just blockade, I think. Well, we're going to have one blockade the coast of Holland. Although I don't think we need to actually move him up there yet. Have one ready here and one blockading basically the French coast. I was thinking of having a bunch of small little groupings, you know, go for all the different... Ooh. huge peasant revolt going down here. The hell, man. It's that stupid overextension, man. It's ruthless. But it's going to be gone pretty soon. Yeah, let's go ahead and have this fleet here in charge of transporting these guys down. Because we can't transport them without or we can't have them walk over, apparently. Which would be nice if we could, but we can't. So, okay, so merchants prepare for war. There's no reason to escalate the conflict. National unrest. Yeah, we'll take the extra national unrest for a couple of years. Sorry, guys. Jeez. Yeah, it's feeling whack-a-mole. It's hard to prepare for this than I even thought. Transport guys everywhere. Yeah, so that's how this peasant revolt got over here. I don't want these guys taking attrition, so we'll split them up. All right, so hold on. Actually, we're going to have some guys come over here. Beautiful. Nicely done, my allies in Ethiopia. You have defeated the Adal. They're being now finished off basically by Kaliwa. Oh my goodness. This is getting pretty nuts. You guys move out of the way. Didn't even actually realize there was a coalition against me. Still. It's been so irrelevant, I haven't even been paying attention to that aspect. Or no. So I thought these this peasant revolt went over here. But no, these guys are totally separate. These are two separate huge peasant revolts. I can't have those going through my land. So yeah, basically this has ended up where like I thought, oh, I'm just going to be preparing for a war with France. Well, no, really what we're doing is we are consolidating our control and I'm going to upgrade all my ships, actually. That would make sense to do while we have the time. I'm consolidating my control, stabilizing the nation all the while. All right. Split these up. These will individually be groupings that will blockade different sea tiles of France. So we're moving these guys from Brazil over to here in the Congo. Well, they'll be joined by these guys. So you got these stupid peasants. You guys are deoccupying this area. We're going to send these guys over here so you can get back in time to then pick these guys up, send them over here. Or, you know, better still, we will actually send you guys this dude here, to this Sao Luís do Sumbawa. And then you guys to take out these Kutai rebels, if you please. Ugh. Did I just see a notification saying that I have particularist rebels running around? Are we serious right now? Oh, yeah, it's these guys. That's right. Oh, and they've now entered Portugal proper. Okay, well, all right. Take them out then. Brought to Mecca, investment in local shops. Yeah, man, we're the ironically enough we're a Christian nation, but we're a Catholic nation. We're hosts of the Hajj. So, hey, man, make money for the Muslim pilgrims want to spend money and it'll go to a Christian king. Sure, and we'll reinvest some of that in local shops. That's good. I feel like if there's any part of our country that could be allowed to remain Muslim, I think it would be Mecca, right? I think that's fine. Okay. Yeah, let's get these guys together. They can take out this little peasant revolt. And Popo. Yeah, man. So what are they? They're at war with the Papal State again. I mean, what's their objective here exactly? No, I'm gonna take. Well, they're at war with Florence as well. I think they're probably going to form Italy at some point soon here. I think that's what their objective more or less is. Oh, guys, by the way, there's something I wanted to show you guys. I'll be right back. Give me a sec. Sorry guys, took me a minute to find this. I also had to take the cat out, so I've got myself a Jack Daniels and Coke mixed drink canned. So I thought it was a pretty, it was a pretty cool thing. I guess we're adding a mini drink review into this while we're doing the rest of the stuff here. So, guys, yeah. So okay. For one thing, let's bring these guys over here. Yeah, so, obviously everyone's tried the classic, as long as you're 21 plus, of course, everyone's tried the classic Jack and Coke, right? This is already pre-mixed. 5% alcohol, so it's pretty light on the Jack Daniels, pretty heavy on the Coke, so it's about the volume of alcohol of your typical beer. So we're going to be trying this today, live on stream, folks. Live on stream. Jack and Coke drink review. So let's give it a try. Smell it. Nose a little stuffed. Turn my mic off for a second. I don't think you guys wanted to hear my gross snort. So. It's good. It's you taste the Jack Daniels for sure. You taste the whiskey definitely, but definitely more heavy in the Coke. It's like a pretty, basically it's like it's your average Jack and Coke, but pretty light. It's a pretty light Jack and Coke, with less Jack Daniels than I would typically put in mine if I were to just make the drink myself. So we're gonna be sipping on that a little bit as we play. So, would I rate it out of 10? I think a 7 or 8. So 7.5 we can do. It's about what I expect it to be. It's good. You guys get over there. And let us put one of these guys on autonomous rebel suppression so they can just finish these rebels off. And these guys are going to go back to Brazil. And once I'm done taking these areas back, the other group can go over here. Oh. Illinois is up against Delta Real here. Okay. So so they started fighting already. I guess then we're just going to have to hurry up with our preparations. And we can either directly intervene in this conflict and pull France in as well, or better still, we can declare war, which on France will pull these guys in and go to war with them that way, which is, I think, the path I'm going to opt for. And needless to say, guys, tonight I'm not going to be going through the full France war because I mean it's going to be a process. It's going to take probably a couple hours at least. I've already been doing this stream for almost 2 hours. We're at least I promise you we're at least going to declare this war before this stream is done. So okay. That's going to be basically all for these rebels. I'm going to take these guys over here. And maybe I'll leave these guys in Asia, but I think I'll probably transport them over as well. And you know what? Since my allies here are, or my colonies here are dealing with these rebels, I myself am just going to transport these guys over now. Wait a minute. I'm at war with France? Wait. Wait. When did this happen? Wait. I, wait. Okay, apparently I'm not going to be declaring war with France because we are already at war with France. Uh... Well, that kind of changes things a little bit. Or a lot. Whoa. Okay. Which honestly is far from ideal. Because what that means is I'm at war with France, but I am not the war leader. Shoot. Okay. That also changes things for Illinois. So we are just going to immediately enforce peace upon them. And they, of course, reject it. Which also apparently puts us, I believe, at war with Scandinavia. Or no, apparently not. Apparently they refused. Oh. Okay, yeah, wow. All right, guys. Shoot. All right, we're at war with France. But again, not the war leader. That's not ideal. That's not what I wanted to happen here. Like, at all. Like, at all, at all. Shoot. Okay, wow. Yeah, that wasn't the plan. That was not the plan, guys. That was not the plan. But all right, guys, we're moving on to France then. Shoot. I guess we'll probably end up getting a separate piece then, probably. Yeah, let's just start recruiting these mercenaries. Crud. Company volunteers. Katai Company. Bedouin Auxiliaries. Briat Band. God, we got so dang many of them. Gascon Musket Company. They're... What? So we can't hire any more mercenaries than this? I mean, well, yeah, I mean, we can hire the independent army. We're going to hire the Grand Company. Free Swiss Guard. and the Free Company as well. But all these other ones, I mean, we can recruit them, but like not anywhere close to us. Well, guys, let's get going, man. We're at war with France a little earlier than we expected, a little earlier than we wanted. Hunt enemy fleets in the Caribbean. Well, crud. Okay. All right. So things are going to be working a little bit differently than we had envisioned. Oh, and here is the main French fleet. So they're blockaded there. We'll send these guys up here. I think that would probably be the most profitable location to blockade. So they're all just trapped there pretty much. So we're going to split this one into different parts. Have them blockade all the different areas. So yeah, I'm going to want a separate piece out of this. Fortunately, it's like, shoot. I mean, yeah, man. It's not what I wanted. It's not at all what I wanted to happen. That means, we're going to be in a freaking treaty with France. May as well then, yeah, I mean, start building the canals, I guess. No, we don't have enough for that one. Oh, crud, guys. That's a little frustrating, to be completely honest with you. It's not how I wanted things to go. So France, where's your big army? Thanks for the help with the rebels, by the way. I say honestly, like, might just want to go on the offensive against France, to be honest with you. Given the circumstances. Yeah, we're going to go on the offensive against France. It seems like they're pretty distracted. I mean, so, one benefit of this is that we're actually now in the war on, like, with Sicily actually, two Sicilies actually being on our side. So I guess that's the silver lining to this. But yeah, it's not how I envisioned this going. Oh, hold up. Looks like we got a French. We do have a French army coming in. And looks like they will be trying to besiege one of our forts here. Oh. So I guess we can kind of... Oh, they're not actually besieging one of our forts, but that's okay. Wipe out these small stacks. See how we do in battle against them. Not well, apparently. Not well. Yeah, so... Ooh. Okay. Never mind. No big offensive against France right now. That didn't work out. That did not work out. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let them be the ones who go on the offensive. Because apparently, yeah. All right. Okay. Well, we took the capital of French Brazil like right off the bat. Castilian Brazil, more like it. So you guys, yeah, man. I mean, we do have, of course, have this war with Illinois. We're gonna come to the aid of these Mexico troops here before they get wiped out. Hurry up, guys. They didn't make it. They probably could win, get the dub on this one because they're not at full morale. Doesn't look like it. So actually, I'm seeing that against a lot of these other Western nations, our troop quality is not like, not that great. Oh, here's another fleet. Oh, these are the guys that transported from down here. Well, all right, we've got these death stacks going. They're besieging here, so we'll take them out. So let's split these guys up here, minimize our attrition a bit. Never mind. We're going to have to join the fray here because they're also bringing in death stacks here as well. Okay, we won that. Okay, nice. Okay, so I mean the same strategy, the kind of defensive line strategy we had thought of here is we are applying it. We are doing it the way, you know, we had envisioned that we would here. More or less. Oh, so we have a fleet attacking our fleet down here. Let's bring the ships over. Okay, nice. But let's not let this ship group escape. I think they're gearing up probably to attack. These guys are, no, they're going this other direction. They're trying to get out. Oh, and they're doing a massive offensive on the Commonwealth. Absolutely massive. It's the Commonwealth, man. You guys got to do something about that. We will take this local traditions. Because less unrest nationally. So I think with this group, because they have such a large force over here, I think we want to go on the offensive once again here. Take out this group down here. Death stack them. No, hold on. I'm actually not really holding to my strategy here too much. What happened here? Oh, I lost my fleet. Well, I mean, this tests basically our ability. I mean, it essentially tests our ability to be able to take France out. Shouldn't death stack siege them. That's way too much manpower. So we have everyone else going this direction, but our apparently free Swiss guard can't go that direction. Apparently. Great, we move this entire army to take out one little guy. Then take this group of 30 out over here. If we can, we can't. Shoot. At least let's take this 30 stack. I think this could shatter, and we might be able to get a stack wipe here, potentially. Not quite, but pretty close. Take this group out. Sick. Then let's go ahead and split these guys up a bit. Take some of these provinces. Recuperate our morale. How much attrition are they taking? Not a huge amount, but let them attrit a little bit. Let's also throw a actually general having army right here. Is it an army grand? Yes, it is. Before we lose this battle. Hurry up. Nicely done. Okay, they hopped off the siege. Hurry up to aid these guys. Thought maybe too late. It wasn't too late. Surely we could win this battle, but it looks like we can't. Crap, man. Ooh, this is gonna be close. No, it's not even. It's when I talk about this is gonna be close. It's not even close at all. Well, now it's gonna be close. Okay, so we won that, but well, all right, France. I mean, they've lost a series of battles against us right here. I mean, so how's their army looking? Smaller than mine. I mean, that was the most of their forces in Iberia, basically, though, if you think about it. So I think we can move to siege, to take some territory and siege some stuff down. and also, I can't believe I've just had these guys this entire time doing jack squat. They seem to be focusing all their energy over here. So we just got to start just taking land from them. Find another advisor. Missionary strength. Sure, that's good. And man, I mean, even with all these mercenaries, we're still making so much money. Commonwealth doing a counterattack. It's great to see. All right, you guys start blockading different areas, please. But yeah, I mean, you look at where France was, 400,000. They're at like 200-some thousand now. Shoot, man, I mean, stability 2. Whoa. Yeah, I bet you guys go to Burgos. How about that? Oh yeah, they're advancing again. Let's consolidate these guys. Yeah, they're coming. Oh, so are they going to do the thing? Are they going to go for Cadiz? That'd be kind of cool. I'd like to see that. Oh, this is an absolute ton of guys. This is an absolute ton. Combined with our others in Toledo here. I think they're going to be too scared to actually engage with my guys here directly with either this 100 or 120. Or yeah, basically these both 120 stacks. They're going for Evora, which is actually looking like they're going to be able to take that at like almost like the same pace as me with Toledo. Capo Hodor. Ooh. Ouch. Oh yeah, let's make sure we have these couple provinces taken. Yeah. Like, you'd plan things in a certain way, and then just reality hits, and it just ends up completely different than you expect it to be, or than you planned for. But that's life, and it is life, and it's also EU4. We'll just leave these guys in Asia, I guess. You dudes. I guess we'll bring you guys over here. What are you guys doing? Oh yeah, your guys are the ones hunting fleet. So I guess the guy, the fleet I lost then was the transport fleet, huh? I think it was. Shucks. Dang. Yeah, then okay. I think we could probably. Yeah, we can afford to let our morale down because these guys are besieging over here. And that will help us in our next engagement with them a lot. Ah, crud. Of course, they smelled weakness and immediately moved to engage. Can we escape? Here's what we do. We put everyone on forced march, and we get our butts out of here. Oh, no. It's not going to work. Oh, no. It's not going to work. Dude. No, dude, no. Whoa, hold the phone. Where are these guys retreating to? Okay, that's actually fine. That's actually fine. Can we do a separate piece? No. And even if we were to, just this crap is like 45 war square. That's, oh my god. Jesus. Jeez, dude. It's tough, man. It's freaking tough. Totally, totally tough. Well, that's okay. These guys will get moraled up, and then we'll go and jump on these guys. Wow. Bright Spark, 50 innovativeness. That's another achievement. So we've gotten several achievements today, actually. That's kind of cool. Unpopular mathematicians. Nah, it's fine. Come on, surely we're going to have the advantage in this battle, right? Dude. How much better are their troops than mine? What is this, man? How are their troops so superior to mine? I mean, yeah, we ended up winning the battle, but look at my casualties, man. I mean, we got to their backline artillery, but like, dude, I mean, it was looking for a while like I was losing that battle, which is gnarly. I know that France militarily is it's a tough cookie in this game. It's a really tough cookie. You know, I mean, like, majorly. Majorly tough. Well, we've got Burgos under our control. How much war score does that get us? 4. You know what? Let's have them siege down Navarre. The rest of these guys go to Toledo. Because I mean, look, if you look at like how many men they have, it's going down, man. I mean, it is going down. It's majorly going down. Oh, we get another age ability, so now have all of them. Even the ones that I don't care about at all. Yeah, I'll just take more of this land because, you know, war score, I guess. Yeah. Oh, wow. Some of these areas literally give us no war score for occupying. That's funny. That's a wild one. Yeah, Illinois, are you ready to surrender yet? Take some territory from you. We can just call it right there, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. Delta Real looking a little prettier than before. And these guys can just hang out here and drill. That would be that sounds fine to me. They don't really need to do anything. But yeah, let's get Navarre. And let's okay. Let's get Navarre and then we'll just make a beeline for Paris. How's that sound? So, man, I mean, look at how many troops they're losing. It's going to take them a long time to like recuperate all this. And my manpower stack is still basically max. You know, because we're using so many like mercenaries, man. I mean, it's wild. Got a 19,000 who aren't doing anything over here. Oh yeah, these are these guys. Yeah, keep it going. Every minute or so, I should take a look over there. Still 4 war score. Wow. Yeah, France doesn't even care about us anymore. So these are literally all mercenaries. That's so funny. Let's have a very tiny mercenary group. Oh, the free company. You guys just start occupying provinces. Farm us some good old war score. Yeah, they're like trying to hold back like this front, but it's not working too well for them. I'm not going to waste the admin power. Things will be done a little longer time. That's okay. You move forward. Advance. Advance. So what I would like, if I can get any concessions out of this war, I might want to get this province, like Bordeaux or La Bourde, one of these two. Because you look at this, Bordeaux specifically, Gascony as a vassal. I can release him as a vassal, which also means I can just start an army, just death stack an army right here. We send him into France like just from the get-go. You know? I could even truce break them if I wanted to. You know? Or, I mean, we could wait for a truce. You know, I mean, we could do a few things. Great projects can be built. Yeah, Panama Canal, let's do it. Because even with all these Ferreira, I don't know if I really want an alliance with Ferreira. And maybe if we got him as maybe if they were willing to be a vassal, are they willing to be a vassal? Like if they allied with us, would they be into that? No, they have more than 100 development. It's kind of crazy, actually, considering they have like 4 provinces. Or 3 provinces. 4 1/4 of Calabar. Yeah. British quarter in Calabar. That's fine. Yeah, wow. 3 mega dev provinces. Yeah, Navarre's taken. Yeah, let's make the beeline to Paris. How about that? You wanna? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Beeline to Paris, guys.
No manches, y ahora me están ligando en Roblox. Me están ligando en Roblox. Hasta me dicen, mi amor, vete para acá.
Indirect rule. That's separatism. What's que chistoso esto? ¿Ven? Entonces. Wow. Go is producing gold. Go gold. Oh, the construction of a monument in Micronesia. I don't really think it looks quite like that. People all over a nation gather before its imposing figure like curious children, astounded by the marvel. They rejoice in it belonging to Portugal. Also, we've restored the palace of Nanmadol to its full former glory. Mames. Hey, but guys, once again, I wanted to say to y'all, thanks for joining tonight. If you guys aren't already subscribed, do subscribe. I'm going to be continuing this. I mean, obviously, we're at war with France now, but you know that's my conflict with France is going to be something that continues. It's going to be an ongoing theme. You know, we spent most of the episode today preparing to fight France, and we're going to declare war only to find that we are. Oh, wait a minute, we're already at war with France now. But it's okay. It's okay. We're making the best of the situation, and we're gonna mess them up. We are messing them up. So yeah, with these guys, we're going to beeline to Paris, and that's gonna fall like very momentarily. Let's start besieging another fort of theirs, I think. I think that would be in order. And yeah, our war score is definitely going up. I would ideally like to separate peace out of this. Then again, if France separate pieces with the Papal State, they might be inclined to give me some provinces because, you know, they're my permanent claims, a lot of these provinces. And I do sure have a lot of this war score on France itself. So, for instance, okay, I mean, what could we take from France? A stinking province? You know, I mean, some of Brazil? I mean, geez, dude. Could we go inland on Brazil, for instance? I mean, like, I know that, like, yeah, I mean, sorta, yeah. Like, okay, so for instance, like our mission tree in relation to Brazil is like having all of these provinces: Minas Gerais, Rio de Janeiro, and Sao Paulo. So that is, yeah, all this area down here. So yeah, let's actually go down here and occupy these areas. Here, if you please. Yeah, because at least we like to get those areas because that's, it's part of my mission tree. Control those areas. Oh, and yeah, speaking of which, now that we have all these guys out in the middle of France, let's at least have them do something, right? Right, guys? Shall we? Oh, why don't you take the province here, Bordeaux, that I was kind of talking about? How about that? Split you guys. Did I see that we have Cebu separatists? Do we have a spare fleet? Ooh. Just lost a battle. Oh. Okay. French are kind of doing their 1945-esque offensive, counteroffensive, I guess. They hit us with a Battle of the Bulge type of thing. It's okay. Let's speak of which, this entire time we've had some diplomats that are not doing anything. Get working, guys. How's this guy doing? Yeah, apparently the spy network's still growing. I have a feeling they're doing counter espionage probably because it hasn't grown. It's been growing fairly slow. Yeah, as you can see, there's totally a French counteroffensive going on. I don't know. Personally, I'd kind of just like to piece out of this, honestly. So I can at least get something from this. Because I have a feeling this war is going to end and I'm not going to get a thing from it. I have a feeling that's the type of situation it's going to be. So at least, let's get the provinces down here to complete that mission. And the war is over. France will cede Minorca to two Sicilies. I got 57 ducats. France is pretty weakened. There's no doubt about that one. I mean, how long would the treaty last? 10 in-game years. Shoot, man. I think we just truce break. You know, I mean, they're weakened as it is. You know? They are severely weakened as it is. All right, let's at least call, though, our fleets back home. Yeah, forget this. I'm in a truce break with them. I don't think I've actually ever truce breaked before in the entire time I've been playing this game. Like, for any campaign. Like, genuinely, I don't think so. But I have such an advantage over them right now. I mean, look at this. Who would join? No one, but that's okay. And it's like I'm looking at this map and it's like I'm only seeing, you know, guys outside of Europe. And they're not even really caring. Yeah, it'll add like 59, you know. I mean, Liège says they might join a coalition, but I mean, no one else really seems like they're going to go on a coalition with me. I may if I took like a bunch of territory, but I don't know, man. I think it'll be good. I mean, some people say, you know, I've heard people say like, hey man, don't, you know, at times don't be afraid to truce break. Now I know that a lot of times that advice goes for, you know, world conquest games, but I mean, shh. Shoot, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. And heck, people are mad. We'll improve relations. Oh yeah, didn't we have like a fleet that was on there that I sent on my way over here? We did. So yeah, you'll deal with these. Wait a minute, I didn't even need to send them. The hell? I'm stupid. Time is it? 35. Yeah, I didn't expect to complete a war with France, but we did. I'm gonna beatify local saint, get the free stability. Before we break truce. I don't know if it has a... Yeah, I don't think it has like a... has a specific... Oh, wow, they're already at war with England now? And the Ottomans? Wow. Yeah, man, I'm truce breaking these idiots. Why? Because screw them, that's why. That's why. You know, guys, yeah, I prepared this entire time to fight France, man. Get stuff from France. Let's do it, man. Let's do it. We'll do a colonialism war. All right? we'll do a colonialism war. So that way, like, we're going to be pissing off people in Europe pretty badly by this. So that way, like, we'll take mostly stuff outside of Europe.
Nice to meet you.
Algoa Bay, perfect. 5 -5 stability. -5 stability. Hold on, do I want to take -5 stability? That would take me to -2. I don't want that. To be honest, I don't want that. I better just wait the 10 years. Yeah, I better just wait the 10 years. I mean, where else could we go at war then in that time? We could go to war with Congo. Would you, Ethiopia? Do you have a heir? You do. Oh, could have gone to war with the Mamluks. It's okay. Go to war in Africa. Yeah. Songhai. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, we're going to wait the 10 years to go to war with France again. But during that time, we'll be freaking waiting for him. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and, okay, we're going to go ahead and wait the 10 years. Sorry, everyone. -5 stability, no thank you. So I'll separate out my trade ships. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man. I think, yeah, before then, I'm going to invade China. UA? You're allied with Korea, Shun, Tongning. What about Tongning itself? Allied with Shun and UA. Yeah, I think we declare war. Yeah, I think we just declare war on Tongning. We'll probably need a claim. That's fine, we can get a claim. I'll move some guys down there. Right? That sounds fine. That sounds acceptable. Separate out our light ships. Obviously. Yeah, we'll wait these stupid 10 years with France. And you know what though? They're now in a war with the Ottomans and and England now too. Rations of alcohol. I'm not going to spend half my treasury on alcohol rations. Thank you. That's so stupid. Build a few buildings. Thank you very much. Yeah, man, really sucks it. Like they ended up we ended up getting into a war that we didn't want. Like, we wanted to declare war on France, but that's not how we wanted to do it. That wasn't our idea. That wasn't the way we wanted it. Man, we're just making so much money that even with all those like mercenaries employed, it's like not making it dang bit of difference. It's the funniest thing. You can even afford an even bigger army. It's nuts, to be honest. It's completely nuts. In fact, yeah. Yeah, another 36 stack, sure. Hire more guys. We have plenty of money to do it with. And production efficiency, don't mind if I do. Yeah, so these are all my, basically my combat ships. Literally all heavy, well, mind you, there's 3 transports. Create a protectorate over Chauvigny. Okay. They're now a protectorate. So does that count as... So that doesn't count for our diplomatic relations. So they're a protectorate. Cool. Okay. All right. Now I don't have to call on to conquer them. They're already part of my empire. Cool. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna start moving some guys over to... Yeah, over by Asia, man. See, like, oh yeah, hold on. Split these guys. So let's bring this over here. Can take the trade ships off of there, and we'll distribute, I guess, the trade ships around. Or I mean, it's only going to be like 10 years until the war. I mean, here. Well, you know what? Just to make it easier, I'll just freaking send all the trade ships just to Ivory Coast, I guess. For a while. Prevent these guys from treading too much here. Our colony Peru declared war directly on Scotland. That's funny. Okay. Oh well, actually. Where even else is Scotland? Barbados. The capital of Scotland is in the Caribbean. So yeah, they don't even exist in Europe anymore. That's funny. Oh wow. But that means that we finally have a Great Britain formed. Finally. It's finally happened. Took long enough. Oh, man. Dude, holy crap, look at the Ottomans. They're basically like Russia at this point. Yeah, I mean, are they not still... France and them, are they still not still fighting each other? Oh, well. I guess they're on the same side as two Sicilies again. Okay. But I've got these guys over there waiting for it, man. I'm waiting at the second this freaking Freaking timer stops, man. I'm going at him again. Yeah, so you guys, it's 28. I'll let them pick up another group. Send them over to China, and then I'll probably just get some more mercenaries over there, make it easier on me, you know? And then hold off on getting more admin stuff, because there will be some stuff I want to core up over here. Oh yeah, by the way, you guys, this freaking do that. Patrol. Take these guys out. Because I'm not really dealing with many other rebels coming up. Things are pretty stabilized. So yeah, well, I think we'll do a little war in China. I think that'd be fun. Take Canton. Something to do before the treaty's up with France. And we just go in there and just stomp on them. Because there's absolutely no way they're going to be able to recover in time. There's just no way. Especially if they're fighting. You know, especially. And, you know, I mean, we can look at their economic map mode, and let's check it out. Actually surprised to see very little devastation in France. Wow. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, yeah, guys. I mean, then you got the future plan here. You know, we're gonna send some guys to fight in Asia while we're waiting truce to end on France, and hopefully by that time they won't have much time to recuperate themselves. But I think that's all for me today, guys. I've been streaming like 3 hours, so I think I'm getting on off. Not exactly how I envisioned things would go, but sometimes it's like that. But you know, we didn't get the direct war with France we wanted. We did get a war with France, but a greater war we were part of. And France was on the losing side of that. They were severely weakened, and now they're at war longer. So I think when the treaty is up, they're going to be pretty weak. And the direct war with France we were planning in originally, I think will be a little easier than we had envisioned. So, well, anyway, guys, that's all for tonight. Thank you so much.